Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Batting third and playing left field, number 20, Aaron Fernando D. Oleo Rivas. Batting fourth and playing center field, number 33, Nico Frizzle. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 3, Evan Garbinkis. Batting sixth and playing short, number 15, Curtis Mayer. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 21, Jack Radvansky. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 7, Nicholas Square. And batting ninth, playing third base, number 14, Owen Torno. Again on the mound for the B2 Bulls, number 26, Hewitt Witts. And now let's meet the starters for your home team, the Jasper Reds. Leading off and doing the pitching, number 1, Dylan Warnick. Batting second and playing third base, number 2, Art Longanoff. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 13, Braxton Brasmer. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 23, Oscar Pegg. Batting fifth and playing center field, number 18, Bryce Minton. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 8, Aiden Sheets. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 21, Cage Christie. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 6, Caden Schmitz. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 0, Talon Kiefer. Again on the mound for the Jasper Reds, number 1, Dylan Warnick.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
Back at it for game number 2 of the day at Thurman Munson Stadium in downtown Canton, as you are watching the NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. Should be a fun matchup here as the 12-12 B2 Bulls take on the 13-1 Jasper Reds. Hello, friends. Once again, Nathan Smee on the call for you today, live from Thurman Munson Stadium in Canton. Game number 1 today wasn't the best of matchups, to put it kindly. An 11-0 win for the Jasper Reds. They had 4 hits, but the key thing was the free pass. I believe they ended up with 12 walks
It wasn't the best day of the office for the Brooklyn Grays, who we will see up next against the Mountaineer Lumber Company, taking on Luke McGeorge, who gets the nod in that game on the mound for MLC. The B2 Bulls are the designated away team for this game, as they will bring up Hewitt with their starting pitcher, followed by James Miller and Aaron Fernando de Oleo Rivas, 1-3 this inning to get the matchup underway. Time locally 11:58. First pitch, ground ball from Witt over towards second, flick to first. Just in time on a great stretch for out number one. That's the start this defense wants to have. They had a really good fifth inning in game number one. They made quick work of the Grays, but had to make some nice plays in the process. If they can play like that from here on out, they're going to have a successful day. But a good start for Talon Kiefer, the second baseman, really leading by example to begin this game. And now the second pitch popped up over towards the left side, and it is going to drop foul. Not a bad attempt from Loganoff, as he'll beat himself up over it. 2 pitches, 2 swings to begin. 0-1 count on who at one point yesterday was the hero for the B2 Bulls, James Miller. He drove in the 2 runs in the 7th to extend that game against the MLC to the bottom of the 7th. In the end, of course, they did not win that game, losing at 5-4 in their NABF opener. The 0-1 high and in. On the mound today for the Reds, it is Dylan Warnick, the rising sophomore at Vincennes University. This past season threw just over 3 innings with an 8.1 ERA at the collegiate level. His 1-1 driven into center field, and it is easily caught for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down to begin the game. A nice simple fly out, routinely hit to Minton, as it'll bring up de Oleo Rivas, the left fielder. Just hitting noon now. A few seconds ahead of schedule, but nothing crazy. For Rivas, he is in the portal out of Lakeland Community College via Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. First pitch high and in for ball 1. This past season, or in 2025, had 16 innings of work with a 9.92 ERA for Lakeland. The 1-0 he will take inside as well for ball 2. In the bottom of the inning, it'll be Warnick, Longanov, and Brosmer coming up 1-3 to get this one going. Rivas flies this one off towards left field, as it is going to be caught by the left fielder to end the inning. Good communication on the left side of the diamond by the Reds as they take care of the Bulls in order. Middle of 1 in Canton. We're scoreless on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Thurman Munson Stadium, bottom of the first inning. No score as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Western Reserve Collegiate League. Warnick, Longanov, Brosmer lead it off for the Reds 1-3 as they look to pick up where they left off in the last game. 4 innings of offense for the Reds, 11 total runs, including a massive 6-run 4th inning to really cap off the run rule. Dominated that game start to finish. The 1-0 Witt finds the zone for the first time today. Wearing number 6, the rising junior, now at Mount Union by way of Mercyhurst and Teal. Going back to his high school days, played near the PA border for Geneva. The 1-1, flown foul. Interesting thing to note, both pitchers are the leadoff hitters for their respective squads in this game. Not often you see it. Now the question is, what's more common? A leadoff pitcher or a leadoff catcher, which we have seen just a few times as well this season. Witt's 1-2, goes to the top, can't connect. But not a bad spot at all. In 2026, 29.2 innings of work, 34 runs allowed, 31 earned runs, 30 walks to 15 Ks. Witt's 2-2, fly ball sent into left center field, and this one is going to get down for a leadoff base hit. It's the perfect start for Dylan Warnick and the Jasper Reds. They had 4 hits in the entire last game. They get 1 on their first at-bat of Game 2. If they win this game, the pressure then turns to the Mountaineer Lumber Company. Still, they cannot officially wrap up their side of the pool today, even with a win. The only thing that can happen here is B2 would be mathematically eliminated with a loss due to the head-to-head tiebreaker. Ground ball over towards third and through. It's back-to-back base hits for the Reds, and that'll put Warnick in motion to third as he is easily in there, and on the trail it is Art Longanov. Excellent hitting so far from the Jasper Reds. They are looking stellar to begin this game. This team is so much improved from last year. They just come out with better intention almost. This is a team who had their struggles in 2025, but single-double to begin. And now Brosmer steps in. He had the best offensive game of the bunch in game number 1, as he had himself a pair of base hits driving in 3 runs. He was excellent. Can he take that excellence into game number 2? We will see. But if the Lumber Company wins their next game, the Grays would also be eliminated. Thus, the first game tomorrow would be a pool play championship between the Jasper Reds and the Mountaineer Lumber Company, a rematch of last year's first game, which again was a tight win for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. But excited to see that rematch tomorrow morning. That should be a really good way to begin game day number 3 at this year's NABF World Series. Witt's 2-0, grounder played over towards short. It's going to be knocked down, and it gets through. The Reds are on the board as they'll drive in Warnick. Longanov stops at third. Once again, it's Braxton Brosmer doing the business for the Jasper Reds. His 4th RBI of the tournament so far. A really impressive start for Jasper. They have come out with every intention to dominate. So far, so good. We'll see what it is scored. Are we saying single or error? We're calling it an E6. So only 2 base hits so far today in this game, but you're halfway to what you had in the last game, and there is not an out on the board. Talk about a really good start, as now it turns to Oscar Pegg, the first baseman. Runner goes, pitch is in there on the outside edge for strike 1, and there is no contest. Brosmer will take second. So 2 runners in scoring position in a 1-0 game for the Jasper Reds. This is where they can take an early lead and once again just dominate. Witt's 0-1 off the plate. Count out even 1 ball, 1 strike. After Pegg, it turns to Minton. But a good start for Jasper coming to this tournament out of Indiana. Witt's 1-1, wave and a miss. Count 1-2. Pegg, the rising freshman, going to Minot State. Coming in standing at 6 foot 200. Had a solid first game of the NABF World Series earlier on today. The 1-2, he'll stay alive.
As for the defensive set for B2, it is Hewitt Witt on the mound. Square doing the catching. Radvansky's at first with Miller at second. Mayer is at short. Torno is at third. Left to right, it is Fernando, Frizzle, and Garbinkus to round out the defensive set for the B2 Bulls. The 1-2 well inside. Not a bad offering from Witt. But Peg does well to lay off. Logging off at third. Brosmer at second. Still none down in the home half of the first. As Jasper has, again, impressed so far, albeit a small sample. The 2-2, good drive over towards the left. And it's caught at short. A nice catch by Mayer for out number 1. Nice quick catch. They needed that out. They needed something to go their way. As now it turns to Minton. But still, 12 runs in less than 5 innings of offense so far. Quite impressive. We'll see how much better this one gets for Jasper as there is ball 1. The key thing as well, you look at the efforts in the last game from Jaden Gates. Through 4 innings, got 8 strikeouts. Potentially could go and maybe close a game out later on in this tournament. We'll see. But they only used 2 pitchers, and one of them went 1 inning. Deep fly ball to left field, still going back, and this ball is going to be gone. It just sneaks out of here. It's a 3-run shot for Bryce Minton. That'll make it 4-0 Jasper. It's the first long fly of the tournament this year. What a swing it was. What a drive. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And there's the big boom from the Jasper side of things. A 3-run shot for Bryce Minton. Again, just to show how impressive they've been. That is now 15 runs in just their 5th inning of offensive work today. Do we have a new favorite in this tournament? We might. Because on paper, their offense looking a little bit better than the Stark County Terriers as Aiden Sheets step in. And his task here is not to one-up the efforts of Bryce Minton, but just to keep the momentum rolling. One heck of a way, though, to get on the board with more than just the 1 run. The 1-1 taken low for ball 2. Now, if I'm the Mountaineer Lumber Company watching this, not an ideal spot to be in, knowing you still have to go up against this Jasper team. The 2-1 fouled off. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, everybody wants to win this tournament, but the bigger incentive is to knock off a team in Stark County who has won it the last 4 years. Does that play for this Jasper Red team? I don't know, and that might be the issue with the Ohio teams. Is there a piece of them that wants to just do that? Yes. These guys, they're seeing the bigger picture. They're here to win. They don't care about the history. They're here to win baseball games. 2-2. Out of bat spot, Witt doesn't get the nod. Full count 3-2. But how about this for a start? A 3-run shot from Bryce Minton. Payoff pitch. Grounder taken in at third. Throw to first will be in time for out number 2. How about this for a turnaround as well? 4 base hits in the last game. 3 in the first inning. And in terms of bases, 7 total. For the Bulls, it'll be 4 through 6 in Frizzle, Garbinkus, and Mayer coming up in the second. They'll have the work cut out for them going forward from here. No matter how this inning closes out already. 4-0 Jasper. Witt back at it. Will miss for ball 1. For the next game, it'll be that same Brooklyn Grays team that we just saw taking on the Mountaineer Lumber Company. The 1-0 driven towards right field and down. A caught. Excuse me, that one just kind of dying on the infield in the end. Caught at second by Miller to end the inning. But still, the Jasper Reds, they have their start. This is what they wanted. A good offensive showing. They have 3 hits, including the long fly from Minton. 3-1, 4-0 Jasper. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
"15 runs through 5 innings of offense today for the Jasper Reds. The more impressive aspect, they have not allowed a run yet either. A 15-run differential positively. And we are in inning number 2 of their second game of the day. It's quite impressive what they've done, as now it's 4 through 6 coming up for the Bulls. It's Frizzle, Garbinkus, and Mayer. Again, this is an elimination game for the B2 Bulls. They drop this one. They do bow out of the NABF Collegiate World Series, but they will finish out against the Grays tomorrow, I believe. But you win, you have a chance. From there, you would need the Lumber Company to realistically beat Jasper, and then you'd get in. The 1-1, that is right above the batter. But for Frizzle, wearing number 33, the rising junior in the transfer portal via Mercyhurst by way of Willie Bay South High School. Played in 3 total games, one of which was a start this past season. Looking for another opportunity. The 2-1, swing and a miss. But so far, so good from Dylan Warnick. Yet to get a strikeout, but his defense has picked him up 3 times. Once at second, once in center, and once in left. Here is the 2-2 pitch. And it is going to be tipped back. So we'll do it again. Again, as of right now, we are on schedule at Thurman Munson Stadium. We'll see if that does stay the fact going forward. Kind of would be surprised if it does. Once again, the 2-2, this time grounded over towards third. Throw to first is going to bounce in just in time. An excellent throw across the diamond for out number 1. A key throw, but this defense continues to make great play after great play. That was our big takeaway at the end of the last game.
even when it really didn't matter, they were stepping up and making plays. Of course, right now it matters. Art Longanov with another great chuck across the diamond and an even better pick from Peg. This team, they know how to play together as a unit. They do lay claim to being the oldest baseball team in the country, playing their first season in 1893. And I feel like these are the guys that would write the book on how baseball should be played, as there's the swing and miss. They did miss a few seasons due to the World Wars and in the 60s. Which is a great group of guys, and talking to their head coach, the expectation is to play hard, have fun, and do the best they can. And the best has been probably the best that we have seen at this tournament. But they were really happy with how last year went. They enjoyed this facility, enjoyed the competition. They got some former players to sponsor their trip. So here they are once again in Northeast Ohio. The 2-1, take it for strike two. Again, just a special word of welcome to anybody watching back home in Indiana. Big fan of your Indiana University quarterback last year. 2-2 inside for ball three, full counts. But just speaking of that, that was just a really good season for the Hoosiers. The Reds taking no inspiration from it. But this is a Google me moment almost for this team to take one out of Kurt Signetti's book. Payoff pitch, foul back. I feel like they could easily say that if somebody else says they're the oldest team. They do have picture proof of that 1893 team, which is quite impressive. To have a photo of that group, I'm sure that one is in a very special place and holds a very special place in the hearts of this organization as a whole. Once again, the payoff pitch. Line drive into right center field for a base hit. First hit of the game for the B2 Bulls. It's a perfect swing from Evan Garbinkis. To win a game, you need base runners. It starts here for the Bulls, as Garbinkis will look to kickstart the offense. It's a big step in the right direction. This past season, he hit 200 for Case Western in 16 games played. And now it turns to Curtis Mayer, the shortstop. Mayer well underneath it, pops him up over towards third, and caught for out number two by Longanov. So he has both outs recorded this inning by the Jasper Red defense. Runner at first, two down for Jack Radvansky, the first baseman. He comes to this team by way of Aurora High School and the transfer portal after playing one season at Otterbein, going 0 for 1 in one appearance. And this pitch is going to skip away from the catcher, so it's a free base. Garbinkis thinking 3, but he'll stay put at 2. Not a bad idea to at least think about it. But that's one of the rare ones that gets behind Aiden Sheets. The Reds will have to be careful. They don't want to give up a run here. They want to keep their opponents off the board as long as possible. For their offense, they'll have Schmidt, Kiefer, and Warnick 8-9-1 coming up. Warnick's 1-0. Close but no cigar. Count out 2-0. But as we've said all morning, a beautiful day for baseball. When that breeze hits in, it's pristine conditions in Northeast Ohio. The 2-0 is taken for strike one. The Jasper Reds have impressed so far. One of the first pieces of adversity they have faced at this tournament. The 2-1, Radvansky way underneath it, pops it into left field, and it is going to be caught on the run. Brosmer gets there in the end to end the inning. An excellent job running that one out from his position at short. Radvansky knew it the moment he made contact. He skied it, and the Reds get out of the jam. Middle of 2 at Munson. Score remains 4-0 Jasper Reds.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Thurman Munson Stadium in Canton. Bottom of the second inning, the Jasper Reds looking stellar so far as Caden Schmidt, Talon Kiefer, and Dylan Warnick step in 8-9-1 to get this inning underway. But up 4 early on, again, 15 runs across 5 innings of work in their first 2 games at the NABF Collegiate World Series. On paper, the best offense so far at this tournament. Which, to be fair, they are one of 2 teams to now have played their second game, beginning this one against the B2 Bulls, who are 0-1. But you could feel for B2, this became an almost unfair elimination game, as they got walked off last night, and this game quickly turned into a do-or-die matchup, which odds are it was going to be even if they didn't have the result go the way it did earlier. But still, to almost be out after 2 games, not ideal. And again, we could have the pool pretty much decided except for the overall winner after 5 o'clock today, which the 2:30 game would be the decider. Count 1-2. Schmidt, the rising freshman, played his high school ball for Jasper. As for Hewitt, he needs to really find his rhythm again. Really settle in for the first time, as that was pitch 28. Hasn't been his best so far in this game. The 2-2, swing and a miss. That'll help him get there. 1 down. And with it, the first strikeout of the game for Hewitt. And with 1 down, that'll bring in Talon Kiefer, the second baseman. Kiefer, the high school junior, comes to the squad by way of, just like his predecessor, Jasper High School. A 17-12 record this past season for Jasper, including a 13-7 home record. So all but 4 of their wins came at home. You look at that and you see the success Jasper has had as the home team today on paper. It does make sense. The 1-0, good hold, count out 2-0. I feel like it all adds up in the end. Even if it is only a mental thing, I know a lot was made of it during the World Cup where if you're on the home side of the scoreboard, you have that mental advantage. It can be the same thing here. This is not your home diamond. You're far away from home. In fact, B2, who comes in from, I'm going to say western Ohio almost, still kind of northeast, but more on the west side. This is still more of a home game for them in comparison. And they're nowhere near this ballpark. I think they play their games out in Perry, so that'd be far east, actually. 3-1, fouled away. We're full. But still, they are not close. Then you have the opposite issue last night where you had 2 teams who call this stadium their home play each other in the first game at the stadium and start counting in the Class A's. Payoff pitch, lofted foul down the left field line. We'll have to see when this tournament's all said and done. Is there a mental or even a real advantage to being the home team? Or is it just kind of in their head? That could also be true. One more payoff pitch. It's a no-doubt strike 3. I think Kiefer knew it immediately. Hewitt did too. 2 down. Back-to-back punch-outs for Hewitt-Witt. To look at how Jasper played in the first, comparing it to this, the pitcher has really found his mojo, but still has some work to do as now it turns to Dylan Warnick. The first baseman 1 for 1 today with a single to lead off the bottom of the first. For B2, Square, Tornow, and Witt. 8-9-1 due up in the third. For Witt, up to 37 pitches. Here's number 38, the 1-0. Ground ball up the middle, towards short and through into left center field. Fourth base hit of the game. Dylan Warnick, now 2 for 2. It keeps the inning going. It gives this offense a chance to find it once again, as Art Longanoff will come in looking to replicate his double from the first inning. It's a really good swing going back to it. But, of course, the focus will be Warnick over at first base. Will he take off, and what kind of advantage can he give his team? Longanoff fouls this one away, and it's sent right back down to the lower bowl. I think it hit the top of the awning, shot right back down. You won't see that happen all too often. Count 0-1 on the third baseman as that throwback from Witt is well late. A lot of baseballs going around the ballpark today, but of course, you have to throw them back. Most ballparks, that's not the case, but in a tournament like this, that is the standard, and it is what is expected. I'm sure John appreciates that quite a lot. The 1-1 well off the plates for Witt and company. They have to hold their nerve here. We talked about it quite a bit in the last game. Every single pitch matters. 1-0 versus 0-1, it's a drastic difference. I think 120 points different in the batting average. Longanoff fly ball to left field, it's down. Back-to-back base hits for the Jasper Reds. As Longanoff, just like his counterpart Warnick, are both 2 for 2 now. And now Braxton Brosmer will step in. He drove in a run on an error his first time up. Up to 4 RBIs on the day. That going back to the last game, of course. But a 2-out rally brewing for the Jasper Reds. Can they make something out of it? Swing and a miss to begin 0-1. My question for B2, how long are they going to let Witt stay in? I think they threw their starter yesterday around 70 pitches, so that could be our frame of reference. The 0-1, swing and a miss. To be fair, he allowed right around this many runs in total, as this was just 1 run shy of what Mountaineers scored when it was all said and done. But a 2-strike count on Brosmer. And this one will get away from the catcher. Both runners will advance. So 2 ducks on the pond in scoring position with 2 away. Even more so, a great opportunity for Brosmer to show what he can do. And he's 1 swing away from 6-0. But again, just like the defense, he has to hold his nerve here. It's easier said than done. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brosmer, ground ball foul down the left field line, as that one will move on away from us. As well, for those who have not seen the news officially, LeBron James has signed for the Philadelphia 76ers. Again, the 1-2, ground ball over towards short, throw to first. That'll save a few runs. The inning is over. Mayer makes the routine play, and the Reds are blanked for the first time today in an inning. They have scored in every other inning but this one so far at Munson. To the third we go. Score remains 4-0 Jasper.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Top of three at Munson, 4-0 Jasper, your score, as you are watching the 2026 NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. So far today, Dylan Warnick, very good on the mound for the Jasper Reds. This team as a whole has not allowed a run yet at this tournament, and I want to keep that going here in this inning. They've been convincing, quite convincing so far as a team. We'll see if they meet their match at some point today. This ball driven into left field, but a routine play for out number one. Not too much to really overanalyze with that one, as square flies out to the left fielder, Caden Schmitz. One hit so far today for the B2 Bulls, that being from Evan Garbinkus, back in the second inning with one down. For Warnick, no strikeouts. It has been entirely contact pitching, which I would say has worked in his favor. I don't think it's been a negative against him, as that was only his 27th pitch. Here's 28. Fly ball sent now to right field and down for base hits. So back-to-back innings, it's a one-out base knock for the B2 Bulls. This time, it's Owen Tornow. And back to the top of the order we go with Hewitt Witts. B2 is being aggressive, which is great. To get back in this game, you're going to have to swing the bat quite well. However, the only issue is the more fly balls and outs you record with it, the longer that Warnick can stay in this game without really going crazily high into his pitch count, which can be a danger, especially late in the game. This time, popped towards left field, and again, it's down. So back-to-back base hits for the B2 Bulls. They're starting to figure out their rhythm. Now 2 on 1 down, and we go back to the hero from last night, James Miller. You look at the Mountaineer Lumber Company, they threw Austin Payne the entire game against this B2 Bulls team. Wouldn't be surprised if Luke McGeorge goes the distance in the next game from there. You have 3 games left to go. You have so many great options. But of course, you're kind of saving Keegan Gilbride for that championship game. That's at least what I would do. So, in one of those 2 games, you start Luke Ickes. Depends on who you play. If you really want that 1 seed, I think you throw Ick against Jasper tomorrow. But we'll see what Coach Cottrell opts to do. The 0-1, take it for strike 2. And we are getting ahead of ourselves. That also hinges on the fact that it is truly the championship game for that part of it. It could even be an elimination game, depending on what happens for the MLC and their game today. The 0-2, flown foul. Things look good on paper. They always do. But of course, once the games are played, things can definitely change. I think so far the quote-unquote chalk has prevailed in every game. I would say the chalk has been the dominating force of this tournament. Would be surprised if it stays that way from here on out. Again, the 0-2 this time, it's high and in. Head level if Miller would have stood tall. This past season, a .250 average with 3 RBIs, 1 triple, and a home run in 6 games, 3 of which were starts, and 12 at-bats for Slippery Rock. The 1-2, Miller underneath it, pops it up over towards first base, and it will go out of play. Kind of just escaping and sneaking out of play. After Miller, it goes to Rivas. But the B2 Bulls, they have 2 runners on, their best chance so far in this game. They just need a few things to go their way. That will at least help for the time being. It's called a ball. Count now sits at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Going back to his high school days, Miller played for Willoughby South High School, a 4-year letter winner and a 3-year letter winner for golf. He'll drive this one foul down the left field line. Another good swing. He's had a lot of good swings in this tournament to begin his time in Canton. Of course, a lot of these guys, outside of just fighting for a win, looking to get themselves a chance to make it to the all-tournament team. The 2-2 up high, full count 3-2, and I think even teams eliminated in pool play will put players on those teams. I think it might be 1 or 2, but still. I think James Miller is an early candidate to be on those teams. Now the payoff pitch, it is in. They will appeal. He didn't go. It's ball 4. The kicker is, Brosmer was there at short. If they would have thrown back, the runner was dead to rights. It would have been a perfect timing play. They just didn't go for it. And I think now at third base, a word will be said from the third baseman long enough to his pitcher. But I was about ready to point it out. I'm kind of surprised that nobody said step off. Bases juiced, 1 down. Biggest bit of adversity faced today by the Jasper Reds as Rivas will step in. Can he change the game for the B2 Bulls? He'll ground this one over towards third as it goes foul. And that is best case scenario right now for the B2 Bulls. If that ball stayed fair, the inning's probably over, and they still are scoreless. But they will have another chance here. Count 0-1, time locally 12:41 p.m. Game 2 of 5 today. Up next, it'll be the Brooklyn Grays taking on the Mountaineer Lumber Company. Then it'll be the other Brooklyn Grays team. They stay on. Then after that, they'll play the Class A's, which will stay on to finish out the day against Travelers. The 1-1 fouled back. I do believe that's correct, yes. So we'll see, once again, that same Brooklyn Grays team that we saw in game number 1. We'll see the other team make their debut later on. We'll see the A's twice. We'll see Travelers as well for the first time. Here's the 1-2. Well inside. For Warnick, you cannot lose it inside and drill the batter. To send in a run that way would be catastrophic. As well, your pitch count has skyrocketed up to 42 pitches. It feels like just 2 minutes ago he was at 28. The 2-2. Rivas again will pop it up. And it is out of play. Once again, the clouds starting to roll back in. Supposed to be a relatively cloudy day for the most part. We'll see how accurate that is as the day continues. One more 2-2. This time, Warnick finds it on the inside edge for strike 3. That'll be Warnick's first punch out of the day. 2 down. And a big strikeout at that. A force anywhere gets this defense out of the inning as Nico Frizzle, the center fielder, steps in. A ground out to third, his first time up. 4-0 Jasper, top of the third inning. All their runs coming back in the first. Did he go? The answer is yes. No appeal needed. 0-1 the count on the center fielder, who again grounded out to long enough back in the second inning to get that frame underway. After him, it goes to the first of now 3 Bulls to have a base hit in Evan Garbinkis. The 0-1, nice stop behind the plates. Sheets has to be a brick wall behind the dish, and that time he proves to be just that. In the bottom of the inning, it'll be Peg, Minton, Sheets. As for Minton, he is trying to replicate his home run that he had last time out. 1-1, flown foul over the stadium roof and on top. I do wonder how many baseballs are stuck up there. It is slightly sloped behind us, but I still wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 are stuck up there in no man's land. Pause before the 1-2. Ground ball over towards third. Throw to first. It is in time. Yes, the call is confirmed. I thought he stayed in the bag long enough, but one heck of a stretch from Peg to save a run or 2. Probably 2 based on how long it took. I don't think Jasper's too happy. They're going to have some words here. I think Whit mouthing off to them. We'll see exactly what happened at first. Oh! He went at the ankle. That's what it was. It makes sense in the end. An interesting play. They're going to talk about this one, but that looked a little malicious. To the bottom of the third we go. 4-0 Reds, your score.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Thurman Munson Stadium, bottom of the third inning. 4-0 Jasper, your score. Going back to what happened at the top of the third inning. Bases loaded, 1 down, strikeout, ground out. That ground out, we saw what the conversation was about between the players, as it looked like Frizzle did kind of stomp down on the first baseman Peg's ankle. The replay made it look quite bad. It did not look great, and honestly, if replay was available, I do think there would have been grounds for an ejection for the way that he did step on it. It was incidental contact, But based on player safety, I feel like that one could have been reviewed in another tournament, and it would have gone against him. The 2-0 popped up, and it is going to go out of play. No! I think he had a chance at it, and it just escaped his glove at first. Radvansky was close. It may have even touched his glove, but just bounces away from him in the end. So a 2-1 count on Peg, who leads it off here. Glad to see he's okay. The 2-1. Good drive, but caught at third. Torno able to easily make that play for out number 1. Had to lean a little bit. But for the second time today, Oscar Peg is taken care of via the lineouts. And with one down, Bryce Minton, the center fielder, steps in. A 3-run homer, his first time up. An impressive day at the office for him so far, as he looks to keep it rolling. That wasn't about a bad pitch to turn on. Instead, he takes strike 1. He'll be patient, yes, but I do think he is eager to try and go yard again. The 0-1 fouled back, and I do think with relative certainty, his home run is the only one so far of this World Series, unless we had one between B2 and the Lumber Company last night. Did we have one in that game? I don't think we did. The 0-2 will miss in. That'd be the only other possible time for a home run. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a few more as this tournament goes on. But only time will tell. The 1-2 again misses in a very similar spot. Up next after this at 2:30 today. Join us. It'll be a good matchup between the Mountaineer Lumber Company and the Brooklyn Grays. As if the MLC win, they confirm their spot in the next round. The 2-2 in the dirt for ball 3, full counts. As for Jasper, I think if they win this one, they're guaranteed in. Yes. Because of the head-to-head, they could finish no lower than the Bulls or the Brooklyn Grays, as this one's fouled back. Because the Bulls wouldn't be able to get to 2-1. The Grays still could, but head-to-head would go to the MLC. Or, excuse me, it'd go to, in this case, Jasper, and if the MLC wins, of course, they'd get that one too. Payoff pitch inside for ball 4. I think it missed there 3 separate times. But Minton will take his base. Win, you're in. It just depends on who you'd face next. Out of this other bracket, we don't know what that Brooklyn Grays Gibson, or they'll be the other team, I believe, coming in. Don't know what to expect from them. That is their older team, which might mean better. And then Travelers, whatever they can do. Odds are, though, you will see a repeat of last year's semifinals, meaning 3 of the 4 same teams in the Mountaineer Lumber Company, Cantonese, and Stark County Terriers. Remains yet to be seen. The 1-0 in there for a strike. But Jasper, I feel like right now, based on how they've played, could be a new favorite. Of course, there are no live odds or anything like that for this tournament. If they were, I think you might put them ahead of Stark. The only reason you wouldn't is their history, the Terriers, of winning this tournament. But if we're looking overall talent-wise and how well they've played, this looks like a champion to me. And with only 13 guys, that depth, though, could hurt them later on. Runner goes on the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Hewitt loses it underneath him. His throw, though, is in time to first. 2 down, and if Minton did not take off, there is a decent chance that the Reds could have been doubled up. Instead, he is now at second in scoring position for Cage Christie, the right fielder. 0 for 1 today with a pop-out to second. Looking ahead to the 4th, it'll be Garbinkus, Mayer, and Radvansky. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the B2 Bulls. Witt gets back to work, finds the bottom of the zone for strike 1. But B2's offense needs to find an inning that they can score in. They had a great chance in the 3rd, but it was not their inning when it was all said and done. The 0-1, wave and a miss. As for Jasper, I think they want to put on a few extra runs as a finishing touch in this game. I think after that, they'll feel quite good about where they stand heading into their third and final game of pool play against the Mountaineer Lumber Company. That game tomorrow morning at 9:30 right here on SmeeSports. Count 0-2 on Christie. Witt sets and fires, but will miss well off the plates. As well, two other games going on today at Munson 2, which I do believe takes care of the Terriers for pool play. So we'll see how that bracket looks when it's all said and done. Witt's 1-2. It's strike three looking to end the inning. 3 punch outs today for Hewitt Witt as he will retire the side. No damage done again by Jasper as we flip to the fourth at Thurman Munson Stadium.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium, top of the fourth inning, and game number 2 of 5 today is the Jasper Reds up 4-0 on the B2 Bulls as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports. First pitch of the inning, a good strike, 0-1 the count. So far today, Dylan Warnick, 1 strikeout but hasn't allowed a run. 3 total hits allowed, including 1 to Evan Garbinkus back in the second as he leads it off again here. Again, for those just joining us, this is an elimination game for the B2 Bulls if they were to lose. They would be out of NABF World Series contention, but they would have 1 game left to go against the Brooklyn Grays tomorrow. The 1-1 hits the outside edge for strike 2. As for Jasper, if they win, they will officially be the first team to book their place in the Final Four. The 1-2 high and outs. And then in our next game, the Mountaineer Lumber Company looks to be the second team to book their spot in the Final Four with a win. The 2-2 will skip. Full count 3-2. And then after that, over on Field 2 in the 5 o'clock slot, the Stark County Terriers look to book their place into the Final Four as well. Here's the payoff pitch. It's high for ball 4. The leadoff man is aboard. Garbinkus will reach easily for the second time today. However, given all that, no team can officially clinch the 1 or the 2 seed after tonight's. Well, I take that back. If the A's go and win their next couple of games, because that division is going to be done, they would solidify 2. So nobody in this pod can solidify a 1 or 2 tonight. That is worth noting. A very important detail, especially considering how impressive Jasper has been, that they will still have to go and win one more game to be the group winners. 2-1 would not cut it. Runner goes on the 0-1, pitches low and to the backstop. And I think Garbinkis has sliding it where there was no chance for him to advance. Warnick still trying to shake off last inning. But in each of the last 3 frames after the 1-2-3 start to the game, B2 has threatened. They have looked good. They have had their chances. They just haven't capitalized. That has been the name of the game. They have been looking for a way to capitalize, and this might be it. Fly ball to right center field. It won't be. It's caught for out number 1. Relay throw to third. Not in time, but an excellent hose from the outfield to even give him a chance on the tag. But long enough, just a few moments late on Garbinkis. So a productive out for Mayer, as that'll turn things to Radvansky. He did pop out to short his first time up, but we're going to watch it back on the replay. Just an excellent throw that came in. Plenty of power behind it. And Radvansky begins by fouling one off. A lot of attention on Evan Garbinkis over at third base for the B2 Bulls. He would be their first run of the day. And you look at yesterday, that heartbreak. They want to get on the board here and give themselves a chance to get back in it. The 0-1 will skip in. Just misses in the dirt. But for Radvansky, he has had a couple of tough plays today. Still trying to find his bearings in this World Series. The 1-1 misses in. Not a bad spot, going inside, trying to jam him in on the hands. But no swing in the end. Good patience, though. If he can go through the motions and eventually put one in play, he'll be in a good spot. 2-1. Another really good spot, but it'll miss. 3-1 counts. Warnick trying to work inside. I like the spot. I think here you have to work somewhere else. You haven't gotten the call twice in a row. 3-1 brings it further over the plate and gets the foul tip. So full count 3-2 for Radvansky with Nick square in the on-deck circle. As for Jasper, Schmidt, Kiefer, Warnick, 8-9-1 coming up in the home half of the frame. Just over the hour mark in this game. Full count 3-2. Payoff pitch wide for ball 4. Radvansky will take his base. Second walk of the inning surrendered by Warnick. What an opportunity this is for Nicholas Square. The rising junior in the portal via BW. Did not play a game over the past 2 years after coming to that squad by way of Mentor High School. Time called. We'll see if this is a pitching change or not. As of right now, it just looks to be a settling down conversation between coach and pitcher. Jasper knows they haven't allowed a run yet in this tournament, but that is in jeopardy right now as things stand. They want to keep it that way as long as possible. Again, coming up next, join us as the Brooklyn Grays take on the Mountaineer Lumber Company. That game scheduled to begin at 2:30 p.m. here on SmeeSports. Then after that, it'll be the Grays' other team playing the Canton A's at 5, and we stick with the A's for the 7:30 nightcap as they welcome in Travelers Baseball. As well, that'll round out that pod's play essentially at the top end. I do believe Travelers will have one more game tomorrow as there is strike one. They'll play the Brooklyn Grays at some point. But starting at 5 tomorrow, we will have the semifinal matchup set and underway. The 0-1 fouled off. Quickly an 0-2 counts. After square goes to Torno, the third baseman who singled his first time up. Runners at the corners, one down, 0-2 counts. Fly ball sent into center field. This one will be caught. He is going to chuck it on home. The play at the plate won't happen. The runner stays put. I'm surprised Garbinkus didn't try it. It looks like based on that, he would have been safe. Everybody stays put. It's an excellent relay throw from Minton. And albeit the runner didn't go, he saved a run by getting it in that quick. That's why you always come up throwing from center field with a runner at third. You never know if he is going to take off or not. Always assume he is. The throw is just a little bit off target, but it doesn't matter in the end. This one, skied, could be playable off towards the left side. It is. It's caught by long enough to end the inning. He picks up his pitcher. The whole entire defense picks up Dylan Warnick. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Good defense from Jasper. They keep their shutout intact in game number 2.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Thurman Munson Stadium in Canton, bottom of the fourth inning. Schmidt, Kiefer, Warnick, 8-9-1 due up for the Jasper Reds as you were watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports. Witt's pitch taken over towards third, knocked down, throw to one in time. What a play by the third baseman. One up, one down on one pitch. An excellent stop and chuck by Owen Torno. Not his first great play of the game either. He has had a couple really nice plays. This one, a really good way to begin the bottom of the fourth inning. This defense has been looking for a spark. They've kept their team in it. They haven't allowed any runs since the first. But you still feel like they have more work to do in this game. This whole team has more work to do. And it starts here by continually shutting down the Jasper Reds. As for Jasper, if they can find a way to get runners on again, they need to capitalize. The 1-0 popped up over towards left field, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop for out number 2. A nice job tracking that one down all the way from short. As that is Mayer making it happen. So 2 up, 2 down. Warnick at the top of the order comes back in. 2 singles so far today. As he is 2 for 2 at the top for the Jasper Reds team, along with Art Longenough. First pitch wide for ball 1. In the top of the 5th. Already you look at it, we are nearing that point. It's the top of the order. Witt, Miller, and Rivas coming back up for the B2 Bulls. The 1-0 called a strike on the outside edge. That pitch has been semi-called today. It's a borderline strike. This time around, they do give it. This one grounded right up the middle, shot over towards center field. Knocked down with a short stop, but no chance to turn it. It'll be an infield base hit for Warnick. Mayer does a good job to keep it close, but the pitcher is now 3 for 3 today. Impressive work from him. Only the one strikeout, but his defense has made play after play. Just looking at how this group has continually picked each other up, it's impressive. I'm excited to see what this team can do against the Mountaineer Lumber Company tomorrow and after that in the semifinals. I feel like right now, if there is a clear-cut disruptor to a rematch of last year's championship being MLC versus the Stark County Terriers, this would be your disruptor. Long enough, 3 total bases today, a double and a single, 2 for 2. Looking to go 3 for 3, just like Warnick in front of him. The 1-0 flies it foul. Count even 1 apiece. Make sure you do stick with us after our final commercial break once this game is over, as we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. The 1-1, perfect break from Witz. That'll be pitch 74 for him today. This is about where they made their pitching change in the last game, so it could happen after this. The 1-2 wide. 4 innings, not bad. They, from what I can see, don't have anybody up right now. I could also say, hey, you haven't allowed a run since the first inning. We will ride with you until you give up a run or give us any other reason to take you out of the game. But until then, I think they are going to go with him, which is the right call. 2-2, long enough, grounds it over towards third, and it's just going to get through. A scramble on the left side. It'll be an E6. The inning continues. But again, it looked like a routine play for this defense, just couldn't glove it the right way. That'll be the second error of the game going against the B2 Bulls. So far today, Jasper, they are clean. Now Brosmer steps in. It was his at-bat, his first time up, that brought in the only other error in this game against this B2 Bulls team. Count 1-0 as Witt will get back to work, finding the zone once again. For those unfamiliar with the NABF rules, there is no official time limit. Keep that in mind as we do near the hour and 15-minute mark. The 1-1 skied off towards first base. And it is going to be called off and caught by the first baseman to end the inning. Good communication and a good catch in the end by Jack Radvansky. To the 5th we go. Score remains 4-0 as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
top 5, as still we have only seen runs in the first inning. Bottom of the first, to be exact. It has been a low-scoring affair, 4-0, as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports. Bunt shown to begin, as it is fouled directly back by Hewitt-Witt. The Bulls know they have 9 outs to play with to save their NABF tournament, and with it, their season. They came into this tournament as the 3 seed out of the WRCL. The 0-1 on the outside edge for a strike. However, if everybody would have finished out, I think T3 and Release would have finished ahead of them. So, if that were the case, they would have not even made it to this tournament. The 0-2 just off the dish. But Release, they decided not to play in the tournament. Same with T3. So thus they make it, and with them, Travelers Baseball too. The 1-2 pitch, Hewitt grounds it over towards second. Throw to first in time. 1 up, 1 down, as, again, it's Kiefer with the putouts. So Witt now 1 for 3 on the day, ushering in James Miller, 0 for 1 with a flyout and a walk. For Warnick, he is up to 71 pitches on the day. I think he can easily get through the 5th. The 6th and 7th innings become a different conversation. Do you keep him on for those innings? Do you bring on somebody else? How comfortable are you with him finishing it out? We'll see. Don't know what to expect either way. The 1-0 popped up over towards first. And this one will be caught. 2 down. Another nice play for Peg, who has had himself a really good day, all things considered, and all around for the Jasper Reds. With 2 away, it goes back to Aaron Fernando D. Oleo Rivas, the left fielder. Fly out to left, and a strikeout looking thus far for him today. 0 for 2 in this must-win game for the B2 Bulls. First pitch low for ball 1. But Jasper, what a start to this tournament. An early morning, but they have made it more than worth it. And they'll have the rest of the day off before they come back out and play tomorrow morning at 9:30 again. But if they're done with this game, say at 2 o'clock, you have the whole rest of the day. You can do some scouting. You can relax. You'll be in a great spot going forward. And as for the teams who aren't done with pool play but have to play tomorrow, that's going to be the tough turnaround. But Jasper, they get, I would say, the better end of it. The 1-2 fly ball from Rivas deep to left field. But this one will be caught to end the inning. A nice catch by the left fielder, Schmidt. That'll take care of the Bulls in order in the top of the 5th. When we return, Peg, Minton, Sheets, 4 through 6, due up for the Jasper Reds.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium, home half of the fifth inning. Score remains 4-0 Jasper, as you are watching the NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. Hewitt will begin this inning on the mound for B2. As of right now, no action in the bullpen. Fly ball sent towards right field, and it's going to get down foul. Count 0-1 to begin on Oscar Pegg. A pair of lineouts so far for him today. So we'll see what he can do, leading it off with Minton and Sheets to follow quick after. As well, a few moments ago, we did see the first members of the Mountaineer Lumber Company make their way to Thurman Munson Stadium as they get ready to go for their first game inside of Munson 1. Their first game yesterday, they played on the second field, which right now I believe has a 9-6-5 game going on. The 1-1, low and out for ball 2. But it'll be 2 Stark County Terrier games on that field today, as they'll round out pool play, looking for at least one more win to solidify their spot in the next round. 2-1, hits on the outside edge, count now 2-2. They will have the Travelers and the Brooklyn Grays still to play. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Witt back to work. Ground ball over towards short. Throw to first. In time. 1 up, 1 down on a nice throw from Mayer. We have called his name quite a bit defensively today for the B2 Bulls. He has been a strong holdover at short, has made 1 or 2 mistakes, but other than that, has had a relatively solid day overall. 1 up, 1 down as we go back to the home run hero from the first in Bryce Minton. This game would feel a lot less comfortable for Jasper without his home run that inning. Opposed to 4-0, it would be 1-0. Drastic difference. And considering how close B2 has come to scoring on numerous occasions, it wouldn't be crazy to say they probably would have scored if that home run wasn't hit. Count out 1-1. But for Hewitt Witt, up to 86 pitches. He'll be nearing 100 before this inning is over. 1-1, no doubt about it, a strike towards the outside corner. Minton battling here. Looking to find one he can take the other way with Sheets in the on-deck circle. This one he'll shoot into center field, as it is easily caught for out number 2. A nice simple routine play by Frizzle. 2 up, 2 down. As now it turns to the catcher Sheets, who has grounded out twice. Once to third base and once to the pitcher. In the 6th, Frizzle leads off, followed by Garbinkus and Mayer. So a couple of the big defensive guys that we have called time and time again today, and Frizzle and Mayer come up, along with Garbinkus, who has reached both times he has stepped in. B2 has 6 outs to play with over the next 2 innings to save their season. But even if not, they will have a chance to do something that most teams don't, and on a win. The 1-0 off the plate. And as well, every team will play a crossover matchup when pool play is done. It'll just be consolation games over on Munson 2, starting at 5 o'clock tomorrow. The 2-0 line drive into right field and down for a 2-out base knock. A nice swing from Sheets to keep the inning going. The Jasper Reds have hit the baseball a lot better this game in comparison to the last. 4 total hits, but they scored 11. That's what mattered for them. They had the run support. They got the job done in convincing fashion. There was never a time in that game where you thought to yourself, this could get close or interesting. Never really got anywhere near that point when it was all said and done. The Grays, they did have a long talking to from their coach. Even when I went down for the lineup card, they were still in their conversation. But one of the coaches stepped in and said, "We're not done yet. This is far from over." To quote him exactly, there's still more game to play. And if they can come out here and pull off a massive upset over the Mountaineer Lumber Company, this pool becomes a very interesting thing to look at, as you don't know what to expect. The 1-0 taken for a strike. And as well, for Jasper, if that were to happen, there could be a doomsday scenario that you have 3 2-1 teams. How likely that is? Not really. The 1-1 grounded over towards third. Throw on the run to first. It is going to be late. Christie hustles it out for an infield single for the second time today. The first was back in the second inning. It's a 2-out rally brewing for the Jasper Reds. We'll see if they can capitalize this time as Caden Schmidt, the left fielder, steps in. 0 for 2 thus far, a strikeout and a ground out for him. Which is weird that it's taken this long in a second inning to make something happen, but time is called. Witt's day is most likely going to be done. 93 pitches in, he will step off the mound, but we'll see. Hasn't had the ball taken away from him yet. This could also be a conversation to try and get him through the inning, but we'll see. Again, I'd be shocked if he comes back out for the 6th. But you also have to look at that scoreboard. 4 runs in the first inning, yes, but since then, nothing has been allowed. He has had nearly 4 full innings of strong, stellar defense. And I think his recent success is going to buy him a little bit more time. The coach is going to keep him in the game for the time being. But if there is a big hit for Jasper, I think that'll easily do it for Witts. There will be action in the bullpen, I do assume. If not, whoever it is, I think, has to know they're up next by now. If not, that is a big issue. As well, it's 94 pitches for Hewitt Witts, not 93. Not that at this point in the game, one pitch makes a world of difference. Going back to last year again, in this time slot, we saw a pitcher throw a $115 out of the pen. That was unfortunately due to injury, but still it happened. The 1-0 taken for a strike, and I say this time slot, I mean the second game of the day. We only had 4 games a day last year. We had 1 less team, and then T3 dropped out, so 2 less teams when it was all said and done. So a larger tournament, all in all, in 2026. Witts 1-1, swing and a miss. The Bulls looking to hold off the Jasper Reds once again in the 5th to take this one to the 6th. 4-0 Jasper, 2 on, 2 down. Witts 1-2. It is strike 3 called. 4 strikeouts today for Hewitt Witt. That is most likely how his outing will end. After a rocky start, he goes 4 scoreless to keep it 4-0 as we head to the 6th inning at Thurman Munson.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
2 innings left to go in our second game of 5 today at Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium. For the B2 Bulls, it'll be Frizzle, Garbinkis, and Mayer 4 through 6 coming up as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports. First pitch, a strike from Warnick. He remains in the game, only 1 strikeout in this matchup, but hasn't really had to do all too much. His defense has picked him up on numerous occasions. Kind of like there, 1 up, 1 down. I didn't want to jinx the shortstop. Wanted to let Brosmer go and make his play happen before I said it, so took that pause. But again, case in point, the defense has picked up Warnick time and time again. They have made the plays. They have made his job a lot easier. And he has been no slouch himself. He is currently pitching a shutout, going 3 for 3 on the offensive end with singles. He's been quite good as Garbinkis steps in and takes ball 1. Jasper on the verge of walking out of here 2-0 in the NABF Collegiate World Series. And I think overall they would sit atop the leaderboard in the overall bracket standings, which don't really have any relevance to the seeding. It just goes to show who the best team is overall in the tournament. The 1-1 tipped back. It's an interesting thing to see. I also think it could be used to decide who the overall 1 seed is when it comes down to the championship game on Sunday, if it is the 2 number 1 teams in their pods that advance. The 1-2 just a hair high. But for a team of 13 guys, this Jasper Reds team has played really good baseball today. I'm a big fan of the brand of baseball they brought to the table in Ohio. And they will continue to bring it the next couple of days. 2-2 off the plate for ball 3. We are full. It just means more to this team. Again, their coach in his 54th season. That'll help quite a bit. Payoff pitch in the dirt for ball 4. And keep in mind, this is a team that's 13-1 on the season. They aren't used to losing. They win games in dominating fashion. That's how they get the job done. Some games are tougher than others. This game a lot tougher than their first. But has it ever really been in doubt? I mean, the bases have been loaded, but the damage never came. They've been up 4-0 since the first inning, and they have been the better team since, but this ball is to the backstop. For B2, they have 5 outs to play with. They need to play their cards right. They need some runs here. Keep in mind, they entered the 7th inning last night down by 2 and tied the game. They've already shown this tournament they can make something happen. Big difference for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. They scored their runs across the game opposed to just everything in 1 inning. That could be a concern for Jasper if it does come down to it. If they need to score or not. Good rip, but foul. How to play towards the batting cages. We do like to get ahead of ourselves, but it's worth noting. And on the other field, I don't know who's playing, but on back-to-back swings, they have just sent that ball well over the gap. I mean, that ball almost one-hopped onto the fence. Some good power on field, too. I don't know who's playing over there. But credit to whoever it is. The 1-1 grounded foul. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. As we've reported already, Luke McGeorge will be on the mound next for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. Yesterday, AP Austin Payne pitched the entire game. We'll see if Luke McGeorge does the same. We'll have a lot to talk about with Luke McGeorge, a really good guy all the way around. The 1-2, no doubt about it. It is strike 3 looking. 2 down. Warnick gets his second strikeout. But to kind of spoil the conversation, is he a better pitcher or photographer? It's a tough conversation because he's a good pitcher, but his pictures, man. I'm going to say it here because odds of him hearing it are not as good, so there's no claim of biasness in that next broadcast, if that's even the right way to put it, but he's one of my favorite photographers to look at. I mean, honestly, his work is top-notch. We'll mention it in the next game, but for those looking to get a sneak peek, Luke McGeorge Media on Instagram, go and check him out. Just amazing work all the way around. He pitches, and he takes photos with the Mountaineer Lumber Company. It's impressive what he does on both ends. A true two-way player. The 1-1 taken for ball 2, and I mean two-way, I mean photographer and pitcher. You know, I was a three-way player back in my Stingrays days. At least the last season. Halftime catching, halftime taking photos, halftime on the bench forgotten. 2-1 inside for ball 3. Redvansky so far today 0 for 1 with a pop out after walking his first time up. As for Warnick, this will be his 94th pitch of the game. So right around where Hewitt Witt is as things stand. The 3-1, Redvansky pulls over towards first. It's an easy out, and that is the inning. Nice job by the defense responding after the one-out walk. But again, they find a way to pick up Dylan Warnick. Middle of 6 in downtown Canton. Score remains 4-0 Jasper Reds.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
In all likelihood, the last ups today for the Jasper Reds. Kiefer, Warnick, Longanov, 9-1-2 coming up as you are watching the 2026 NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports. The call to the bullpen has been made. It'll be Owen Tornow coming in from third base to pitch for the B2 Bulls. Number 14 comes to the squad by way of Ohio Wesleyan via Riverside High School. Through just over 4 innings this past season, as this ball is shot into the right center field gap and caught in center for out number 1. A nice job by the center fielder tracking that one down to make that play happen. A really good swing from Kiefer, had the right idea, but directly to the defense. Looking at Tornow's statistics, 4.1 innings pitched, 13 earned runs, 6 walks, 2 punch-outs, a 27 ERA, 0-1 in 6 appearances. First pitch there, missing wide for ball one. As well, still trying to see who is now in the game over at third in place of Tornow. That time brings it back in and will just miss. Count 2-0. But B2 trying to keep the game where it is, 4-0. Of course, until their offense comes back in for one final crack at it in the top of the 7th inning. We'll see what B2's game changer says. Nope, they still have Hewitt Witt on the mound. So inaccurate. Ground ball over towards second. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Can the third baseman please turn his jersey towards us somehow? Come on. Yes, he does. It's number 15. That'll be Mayer now at third. And now who's at short? So it doesn't help us in the end. So close, but yet so far. We might eventually get an answer. We might. As of right now, we won't. But 2 up, 2 down. As now here comes Warnick. We'll see. Actually, no, that's long enough. Excuse me. But we'll see. Does Warnick finish out this game? Remains yet to be seen. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Also wouldn't be surprised to see Jasper go to the pen. The 0-1 taken for strike 2. Can Tornow get a 1-2-3 inning to close out the defensive day for the Bulls as things stand? Not yet. Time 1:40. We're looking quite good to start the next game at 2:30. I think, as things stand, we'll have 45 to potentially 40-ish, depending on how quick this one goes, to start that next game, which even could mean a 2:15 start time, which I don't think anybody who is here for all 5 games today would necessarily mind. The question is, are both teams going to be able to be ready by then? Meaning, are all the players here? Big question. I think the Grays are, but MLC remains yet to be seen. The 1-2 again low. Now, nothing says that the B2 Bulls don't turn around here and play a bunch to make this game competitive going into the bottom of the 7th. They did it last night. They could do it again. Still a big possibility. The 2-2 again, it's low from 0-2 to full. As Bryce said in the last broadcast, it's just the case of being too cute with it. Go back to the basics, get the outs, and go back at it in the 7th. The payoff pitch, line drive, caught at second to end the inning. It's a nice catch by Miller. And the Bulls now will bring back in their offense one final time. The Reds fall in order in the 6th. To the 7th we go at Thurman Munson Stadium. It is Sandman time. Last chance saloon coming up for the B2 Bulls.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Last chance for the B2 Bulls in the top of the 7th. Square Torno Witt. 8-9-1 coming up as you are watching the NABF Collegiate World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the WRCL. It's been a fun day thus far. The Jasper Reds have stolen the show, but this ball flown into left field is going to get down for a base hit and clear the left fielder. What a start to the 7th it is for the B2 Bulls. Taking a page out of last night's performance, do they have another magical 7th in their locker? We will see soon enough. But it's a leadoff double for Nick Square. It'd be harsh to call it a single and error just based on how that ball bounced. It was always going to clear the left fielder. So he'll have a courtesy run in his place. But he got around quite quick. He was determined to get to second base, got there. And now in his place, it'll be James Lavingue on to run in the portal out of Lakeland. Time called. Could this now do it? Warnick, so far today, has thrown 95 pitches. We'll see what the conversation is. I think the ball is out of his hands, so I think the call to the bullpen will be made. A bold call for Jasper. They gave their starter one final chance. He will end the day 6 innings of work, but as things stand, is in line for the win. The new pitcher, he is coming to get the game ball. The change has been made. When we return, it'll be a new arm on the mound for Jasper as you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The Jasper Reds have gone to their bullpen in the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Will Bippus finishing this one out for the Reds. As with a runner on at second, none down, Owen Torno steps in. He finished out the Bulls' defensive end as things stand with a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. But offensively, he's 1 for 2 today, popping this one up to begin, and it's going to be caught by Bippus. And it looks like a heavy collision. We'll see if he's okay. And now time is going to be called. But Oscar Pegg ran right into his pitcher. And Bippus standing at 6'3", 230. Yeah, he is not going to move. We just hope he's okay. You have the out, but that's not how you want it. One of really the only negatives today for the Reds, you have to communicate better in that instance. You're 2 outs away. We're going to see if he stays on. I feel like if he's questionable, again, first base is a spot that is often in the game. But since you're almost done, you're almost into the next round, do you give him a little extra time to rest? Take him out here, bring on a new first baseman for the final 2 outs. He'll have until probably 9:15 to tell the coaching staff if he's good to go for the next game. And they are going to make the change. I do like the decision to make the change. Even if he's okay, I think you err on the side of caution, especially given how good your standing is. You have 13 guys. You want to make sure all 13 are healthy. So it looks like everybody is okay. I also do love that Christie came in from right field to check on his first baseman. That's great sportsmanship. And he's going to shoot the arrow towards his pitcher. He is telling everybody else what to do as well. This Jasper team, well coached, well ran from a player standpoint too. This is a great group of guys. They clearly fight for each other. A lot of respect there. And they're 2 outs away from improving to 14-1 on the season. So win percentage-wise, they're the best team here. Of course, Stark County 20-4 most wins, but a lot less games played by the Jasper Reds. Count 1-0 as we see Hewitt Witt once again at the top of the order. Make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break as we will announce our player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. And then after that, we're on to game number 3, the Mountaineer Lumber Company and the Brooklyn Grays. The 1-1, swing and a miss. I think based on the ending time here, we are probably going to start that game at 2:30. I think on time is about accurate. But we'll see. The 1-2 will skip in. Count now even 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Bulls looking to keep their hopes alive, but on the brink of elimination from the NABF Collegiate World Series. The 2-2 from Bippis. Swing and a miss. 1 out to get. First strikeout of the game for Will Bippis. James Miller, the hero last time. Now he stands in as the last line of offense for the B2 Bulls. Can he keep this one going, or will the Reds get their second consecutive shutout? First pitch fouled back. That would be impressive. Outscoring their opponents 15-0 to begin this tournament. Again, we float the question, do we have a new favorite? I think the Reds are saying, no, don't call us the favorite now. We don't want that. They want to earn it. They want to play their brand of baseball. I think they prefer the Terriers have that target on their back. The 0-1 fly ball sent down the left field line. And it is going to be tracked down and caught to end the game. It is back-to-back shutouts for the Jasper Reds. They take care of the B2 Bulls 4-0. An excellent play and left by Schmidt to close it out. Don't forget about these Jasper Reds. They come in from out of state, but they have impressed and they have been excellent to watch thus far. When we return, we will announce our player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, as you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
4-0 Jasper takes care of the B2 Bulls in their second game of the day. They improved to 2-0 in the NABF World Series, 14-1 on the season. And with this win, they will be moving on to the Final Four. It's official. The question is, will they be the 1 seed or the 2 seed? Your player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, it will go to the starting pitcher, Dylan Warnick. 2 strikeouts, 6 innings of work, 3 for 4 today offensively. A big catalyst, of course, was Bryce Minton. But every single inning, you kind of felt that B2 was bringing the pressure. But he settled it down. He figured it out. And he got his team out of a few tough jams. That'll do it for us for game number 2. It's time to hop on over to game link number 3 as the Brooklyn Grays take on the Mountaineer Lumber Company. But for now, this is Nathan Smee signing off from Thurman Munson Stadium as you are watching NABF Collegiate World Series Baseball on SmeeSports.